What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Steam Deck video for you guys today, and today we're going to try to play Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, which I've already beaten, and it was extraordinarily fun, and I would highly recommend it to any Marvel fan, especially those who like Guardians of the Galaxy. Though, I'm sure pretty much all of you who are fans have already played this a long time ago, but I figured, well, I've got a Steam Deck now, and this might be a fun game to play handheld. Might suck, might not launch at all. Kind of like Mafia Definitive Edition. That one did not want to work, but hopefully this one will. This one doesn't say unsupported. This one has an exclamation mark, so it probably means playable, but there's buts. So anyway, why don't we go get this guy hooked up to the capture computer and go see if we can't run it, and if we can, we'll get some settings, we'll run the benchmark, and then we'll get some gameplay at the end, or get some gameplay and some screen. So let's go get this hooked up and jump right in, shall we? All right. Let's look at the settings here we're going to start with. We're going to try something nonsensical on Ultra, but I wanted to show you this screen real quick. We won't be going back to it until we get to FSR, though, because we're not changing anything in it. And I'm going to have to mute all the audio, because there's copyrighted songs galore, and I'll get my video just banned so no one can watch it. That's what happened last time I did this on the Asus, anyway. So, as I was saying, we are on Ultra. There we are. Now, let's do a quick benchmark real quick. Well, here we go. Benchmark just got done. We averaged 32, but we dropped all the way down to 3, which doesn't sound very fun. I didn't really see it happen, but that's what it says. And we maxed out at 42. So, I don't think this is going to be very playable at all, but still, why don't we go hop into the game now and find out for ourselves. All right. Well, we're pretty much at the beginning of the game. Well, not quite. I didn't really want to get a bunch of gameplay on just the ship. That's not a good representation of FPS. I kind of messed that up before on the Asus. But yeah, as you can see, we're dropping quite low. Like, we're not even close to 30 FPS right now. Well, 27 there for a second was pretty close, but not something we can play on Ultra. Even with FSR, I don't think it would work.
Don't put it in your mouth, toxic.
Oh wow, down to 16, yeah. Totally unplayable. At least in my opinion. I don't know if anybody else is okay with that kind of FPS, but no, I would not like that. I can now, on the Steam Deck, I can forgive dropping a little teensy bit under 30 here and there, and I still don't like it. But something tells me this game is going to be very similar to Elden Ring, where it either looks like poop and can get like 40 FPS, or it can look somewhat decently, like this one does. So, let's move on. Well, now we're going to drop the preset down to very high, so let's just look at the settings really fast before we do a jump, or before we jump into a benchmark, and then we'll do a little gameplay after that. And there we go, just reached the bottom. So now, why don't we go ahead and do that in benchmark now? Well, benchmark just got done. This time we averaged 32 again, but we did get a minimum of 19, which is not the greatest, but still a lot better than 3, I will say. And we got the same max of 42. So, this is not going to be very playable either, I assume. So, why don't we go hop in and find out, though? Well, now we're on just very high. So let's just get a teeny bit of gameplay. I'm not doing my usual 2 minutes because there's so many settings in this game to go through. The game would be like an hour and 20 minutes long if I did that, so figured I would take it easy on the screen recorded gameplay anyway, especially these kind that do not run very well.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Didn't scare you, did I? No. Aw. You were worried. That's cute.
Shut up, both of you.
Huh? Oh, looks like we got those weird things we can shoot.
All good, no worries. But watch your step, guys. This junk isn't as stable as we think. Take that, brittle stuff.
Helps to actually aim at it, doesn't it? Alright. Now we can jump on up there, and we can also move on. So now we'll drop it down to high. But first, let's go through all the settings. Won't take us very long. See, look at that. We're already at the bottom and all the way back to the top. So now let's do a quick benchmark. We'll benchmark for high just got done, and we got a whopping one more average FPS of 33, same minimum of 19, and the same max of 42. So, this shouldn't be much different at all, but let's go get a little gameplay and find out, shall we? Let's get some high gameplay in now.
You know, call it what you want. It's still in the way.
Take that, brittle stuff.
All right, we have made it go away. Well, except for that stuff. I don't think it needs to, but I just like shooting it.
I hate these shit.
All right, let's go jump up on here and continue on our way. As you can see, we're still dropping under 30 a little bit here.
Looks
Oh,
like
there's some of that weird shit. They look like clams.
Gross.
Nice
Clams
platter.
mixed
Hey,
with
50
frickin'
units
roaches.
says I can clear more of these suckers than you.
As if. Whoa, what the?
Hell yeah.
Rocket, did you do that?
The scoreboard? You like it? Hacked it into your visor cover last time you took a snooze.
You hacked
Awesome.
into
So
my
we've been
stuff?
planning to do this
Considering how
for
many
since
times
yesterday
I
then.
fixed the flarkin' thing, it might as well be my stuff. Optimal thumper placing distance should be just up ahead. I'm thinking right in front, through the giant hole.
Uh-oh. I have fallen and I can't get up.
I should have been recording. Bridge over. I want to see if he's alive.
All right, though. Why don't we go ahead and move on? Now for some medium graphic settings. So, again, let's look through them really fast before we get into the actual game. Now, I'm not going to lie. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference at all. But still, I want to go through all the settings just to be thorough. So, why don't we now do a benchmark? Well, medium benchmark's done. We averaged 33 again. We got a few more minimum from 19 to 22. We still got the same max of 42. So, with that said, let's go ahead and hop into the game. Well, here goes some medium gameplay now. So, let's go through. Well, let's pick this up first. Then let's go through here.
Okay. Crawling through creepy old ship. No big deal.
Easy there, Quill. Pretty sure nothing's gonna jump out at you. Except maybe me and Groot.
All right, we should be able to break this down.
Hey, Brad, what makes you so sure this hell lady is
There we go.
Floor, trying to bring the whole place down, Quill?
I
Yes?
shot a thing.
I get it. First tool in the old toolbox.
Ooh, don't die, don't die, don't die.
Don't die, don't die, don't die. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh,
Whoa, what the fuck?
You dead, Quill? We can hear your woodsy squeal.
I'm being attacked by spiky nuts. Screw you, guy. Stop trying to fucking hit me.
It's like popping a zit. Crap, that's cheating. You guys should
Alright.
have seen that. It was this weird blobby thing.
Oh crap, there's more of them. Well, let's keep on shooting. Not easy to aim with this blasted controller. I'm much better with keyboard and mouse, but we'll make do, damn it.
One last freaky eye thing.
Damn.
Take two of those and call me in the
There
morning.
we go. Well, now it's time for low. So let's cruise through the settings real quick anyway. Because once we get to the bottom of this, we can get back into the game. So, let's go run a benchmark now, shall we? Well, low benchmark's done. We averaged 33 again, with another minimum of 22 and another max of 42. So even on low, it seems like it can't really quite get 30 all the time. Which means I'll probably just end up making the game look halfway decent towards the end, but I'll still try to do something. Anyway, to the game. Well, let's get a little low gameplay in now. We'll fight these ball things again.
Little busy. Crap, that's cheating. You guys should have seen that. It was this weird blobby thing. Not falling
Oh,
for this again.
there's still more.
Sorry to burst your bubble! Take two of those and call me in the morning!
Stop popping out of the walls, you bastards.
Bye-bye, little guy!
Alright, I think that's all of them. Jeez. And I think that's a save, so I don't think we have to fight them again.
Eaten by a blob or something. Should have heard him squeal.
You must fight with dignity, Peter Quill.
Or at least die with it.
Not funny.
Alright, and now we move on. Well, now it's time for us to move into some FSR. So, why don't we have a quick look at the settings. Whoops, there we are. We're going to start off on Ultra Quality. Now, this is only FSR 1.0, unfortunately, so it's not going to probably look all that great, especially at so low of resolution already, but anyway. Why don't we go ahead and have a look at the rest of the settings now? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to go back. There we go. Graphics. Now, we're just going to do very high, because Ultra really seemed to not work. That got us all the way down to 3 minimum, and that just did not seem to work. Very, very bad. I don't think FSR is going to help that much anyway, so I went with very high. So there we are. Now, for a benchmark. Well, now. FSR just got done. We got 34 average this time, a minimum of 20, and a max of 42 again. So, still not getting anywhere on that max, and our average isn't changing much, but at least we got a couple of FPS, I think 1 to be exact. Anyway, though, to the game. So now we're going to get some FSR Ultra Quality gameplay in here.
Team Rocket, we've just set up another couple of thumpers.
All you do is fly the ship.
And so far, I haven't abandoned you.
Let's just run around, make sure there's nothing else to grab in here.
Set up before doing that.
Not like I'm probably planning to play anything, but I still like being thorough. I don't think I see anything. Nope, those aren't anything I can pick up. Alright, what about back where I, dropped in? Not like I had enough time to look when I was getting attacked by bouncing balls of death. Alright, that's where I came in. Nah. I think we're pretty much good, so let's just go up here, I guess.
The longer we stay here, the higher the chances of us.
There's something in the corner. I figured there had to be something for me around here, jeez. Basic components. And I can shoot my way through this little bastard. And there we are. And yeah, as I thought, this does not really look that great. Doesn't look horrid yet, but it doesn't look great. It's kind of soft. Now we're going to tone down the FSR down to quality. So I figured it would look through this settings screen again here. So as you can see right there, quality now. So now let's go look at the rest of the settings. Still on very high. And there we are. That's the bottom. So now it's time for that benchmark. Well, here we go. We got an average of 35 this time, and a minimum of 24, and a max of 47. So we went up like an FPS and like everything. Wow. Incredible. But seriously, not like it got much better, but it sure is probably going to look a lot worse. But hey, we won't know until we try. So why don't we go ahead and hop into the game. So here's FSR Quality now. We gotta hop on up here and go back to our little crevice that we found for ourselves last time. Oh, well, at least it counted me picking up that parts, so that's at least nice.
Pretty much whatever we wanted.
You were a profiteer.
I was making the best of a bad situation. Quill, we got a lot riding on your gal pal's mystery monster tip. I hope she's legit. Like, you could even tell if she had an honest face.
Trust in the plan, guys. Everything is checked out so far, right down to the mining shaft. Put our thumpers in the right places and we'll bag that monster.
Alright, well, I guess let's walk over this precariously dangling beam of whatever. Got some other things fucking crash in and blow up. Shit.
Are you kidding me?
Yep. That would probably be a butt-clenching moment, that's for sure.
That was too close. You okay, Groot? Quill?
We're fine, but we can't jump that.
You don't
No, we
gotta
can't.
jump. There's a sturdy support beam on this side. Get Groot to grow a bridge across.
Alright, well, before we do that, why don't we go ahead and move on. So now we're going to move down to FSR Balanced. So let's look at all the settings. There you are, right there. Whoops. Well, it's balanced. But now why don't we go ahead and hop on into the other settings screen real quick here, and we can check out the rest of the graphics settings. And there we are. Now for that benchmark. Well, here we go. Here is the balanced FSR benchmark. We got 36 this time, 24 minimum, and 56 max. So we got the most max this time, that's for sure, but I guess it could always be a fluke. But anyway, why don't we now go see how it looks and how it plays. Here we go with balanced FSR, and it's definitely looking pretty horrible now. So horrible, I'm going to jump off this thing. Anyway. Now we gotta walk across our little beam again. But as you can see, we're still only getting 23 FPS, so not exactly what I would call very playable, but
Are you kidding
that's just what this game does. So if you can't deal with drops down into like the mid-low 20s every once in a while, this is just not the game for the Steam Deck. Because I messed with the settings for quite some time. And I could, no matter what I did, I could not make it get over 60 or over 30 the whole time. So I was like, all right, well, that's going to be the case. I might as well have it not look like crap while I play, right? So you'll see my settings at the end. Or it does pretty much the same FPS, but still does pretty decent. I'll do benchmarks and everything on that because mine are, it's going to be pretty custom settings, that's for sure. All right, well, we got across here. Now I can pick up some more of this stuff.
All right, back to business. Boom.
Oh, we gotta shoot the plan. Shit, I forgot.
What do I gotta do to get a last name like Drax's?
Catathians have no need for surnames.
Groot, I
Moving
found
on. Well, all right, now we're going to check out some FSR Performance, which never looks good even on like bigger computers. So this is probably going to look absolutely horrendous on the Steam Deck, but still, we'll look through all the settings again and get a little gameplay in anyway. We've already gone through all the other settings. It'd be absolutely silly not to just finish it up. And then after this, we'll do my settings, get a little screen record gameplay in, then some camera recorded, and then call it quits after that. But anyway, benchmark time. Well, now FSR Performance Benchmark's finished. We averaged 37 this time. Still got the same minimum 23-ish. I think it got 24, so I think it actually went down one, but it's in one frame. It's in the realm of just being random, you know? I could run it again, and next time I could get 24, you know? And then we maxed out at 50 instead of 56 this time. So to the game. Well, here we go. FSR Performance, and yeah, like I thought, this looks pretty horrible. I'm pretty sure there's a game in some of these pixels somewhere, guys. Trust me, it's there. You're just gonna have to trust me. But in all seriousness, it still doesn't get great FPS, so that's why I decided to just sit here and go, okay, if I'm forced to go under 30 FPS, I'm at least gonna make the game look good.
We have seen many such ships.
He means active ones.
So pretty much what I try to do is I try to make it look like a PlayStation 4 Plus a little bit.
Bad idea.
If you see cops, you get my ship out
Because this
of
thing
here.
should
Even if
be
it means
just
leaving
about
us
as powerful
behind.
as the GPU in a PlayStation 4.
Trust me,
However,
I
the
dealt with
GPU or the
Nova
CPU in this thing is
before. Even helped
massively
them catch
better
real criminals.
than what's
I
in
can
an
talk
actual
my way
PS4.
out.
You think the
Even though you
Milan
wouldn't think
can't
so.
run a fully
Just
powered
trust me.
Nova
The Jaguar
Centurion?
CPUs and those
Done it before.
consoles and the Xbox One X and the PS4 were trash. Even the Pro models and the One and X were terrible because of
here
that
we go.
processor. GPU wasted on that
All
crap.
right, set her down
Anyway,
right
though,
there.
now let's move on to my settings, shall we? So, since no matter what we seem to do, we couldn't get over 30 all the time, at least with the minimums, I decided to, don't turn that FX cast sharpening on that high. I did not mean to even turn that on. I did mean to turn it down to 75%, though. But yeah, you'll see why I don't put the stuff on that high. Frickin' Rocket looks absolutely silly with his fur and whatnot. You'll see what I mean. First, though, well, all right. My benchmark for my settings just got done, and we averaged 34, just like we have been pretty much the whole time. We got a minimum of 22, which is about what we've been getting the whole time. We went from 19 all the way up to 24, so at least we're at over 20. And we get the same max 42 we were getting a bunch before, without any of the FSR settings. So now, let's jump into the game, see what it looks like, and how it plays. Okay, to start with, I just want to show you guys we're going to limit the frame rate to 30 on this game. Just seems to be what you should do. And it still drops a little under.
Flark! No! No! Flark and Skaggy! Kratak and batteries fried, that's what's wrong. Maybe you put it down too hard.
Let's just find a solution.
The solution's a new battery, with a charge.
Okay. We're on what's left of a ship. Full of ship things. Gotta be things that power ship things around here, right?
Yeah.
Damn straight they do.
Maybe you're gonna want to use your visor for this.
Yep, well, we already figured that out, so let's shoot down that stuff, and it looks like there's a battery right up there for us. Oh, I can't pick it up yet. I guess I gotta scan it first. Oh, there we go. Dang it. There we go. Now RT.
Found something
All right.
with a charge. Kinda
We
looks
found
like
one.
A spacey car battery. Okay, this thing isn't gonna zap me, right?
Well, you're already picking it up, so if it was going to, it would have by now, right?
You'll be fine. What are you waiting for, Will? Grab it.
Here you go.
All right, though.
That'll
Let's
do
move on to
nicely.
camera, shall we? Well, let's get ourselves some camera gameplay. Now, this game kind of reminds me a little like of Elden Ring. Like, no matter what settings I put it on low, no matter what, it always drops under 30. So I would rather it look nice and still drop down into the 20s rather than look like crap with FSR and whatnot. So that's kind of how I do, that's how I roll with Elden Ring too. It still drops down to like 27, 26 FPS here and there too. So obviously this isn't exactly the best kind of game to be playing at like less than 30 FPS, but at the same time though, jeez. Holy shit. Get away from me, you chubby bastards. Ah, I fucked that up.
Then keep your distance. Easy for you to say. You've got a pointy stick.
There we go.
Done. We're all plugged in.
Wow, just in time.
I'd like to see you fix it next time. Come on, 2 down, 2 to go. Groot's wondering if the reward's gonna be worth all the risk we're taking for this job. Me and Groot are nearly unkillable, but what if the rest of you don't make it out alive?
Guys, this job is a huge deal. It's for the freaking monster queen of Seknarf 9. She just doesn't know it yet. We pull this off, and we're...
Lady Hellbender's intergalactic monster anglers?
I do prefer that name. but the
I do
acronym is
prefer that
something.
name. Whoa, it's a face.
That thing is ridiculous. Think it was a ship or a robot?
But see, now we're dropping down to 23. See, I don't like that.
It would have been space-worthy.
But I tried turning it down to low, and we still were like at 24, 25. So again, I was just kind of like,
How do you know
well,
all this?
Because
we
they
might
were
as well
my
just go with
fellow
this.
experiments back on Half-World. Most of my parts came from the cybernetics hangar next to the door, so I got a sneak
so
peek
yeah,
at
this
all
isn't
the
exactly
kill
the most
bots.
playable game on the Steam
See
Deck,
the
but
parts come and go from
for
my,
people who don't really care about a few frame drops, at least so far it doesn't
my
crash
gosh.
every 5 seconds or
Didn't mean
anything.
to open old wounds.
And if you're willing to have the game look a
Most
lot
of them are
worse,
scars now
you
anyways.
can get okay-ish FPS, but like I said, there's still times where it drops down to the 20s no matter what settings you use. It's kind of annoying. Alright, where am I supposed to go anyway? Am I supposed to go up here?
The double agent is trying to lull me into a false sense of security.
This old Kree-Tech gets me wondering, where would I be now if those blue butt-scuts managed to keep me locked into their half-world experiments? Yeah, chances are you'd be climbing over bits of me right now. I wasn't even a person to the worst of the Kree's mad scientists. More like a real smart walking gun.
A very talkative gun.
Yeah, that part was an accident. They tried to fix it a few times. The entire facility was the problem. I wish I'd gone back and blown it up at the end of the war. Gamora, when are you going to share your contacts and sources?
When will you share yours?
What? You know about all my guys.
Only that you've got a guy that makes the booms, you've got a guy who can reconstruct
There we
faces,
go.
you've got a guy who never says no.
Oh, yes. I love that guy.
Groot, need you to shoot a bridge right into that eye socket.
He already did.
Now, I want to see you do that to something in combat. Wait, is that... Yes! I'm about to win this bet, Quill!
We're inside a giant robot head.
And I got robot parts inside my head. Rockets.
Oh no!
Hey, Groot, what do you think I should do when I win this bet? I mean, with the units still owe me once I win. And Rocket scores again.
Well, I know what I'll be doing with my winnings. I'm saving up for our next stop on Contraxia to get one of those Saronian massages. Found a nest! Maybe this is the Parasite Clubhouse. Bam!
Let's see. When I beat Quill, I'm gonna get my hands on some rotating hypercircuits.
Boo! No one knows what those are.
Ha!
You know what, Quill? I think it's unfair. You got 2 guns, I got 1. I think my points should count double from now on.
Ha!
That's cheating.
All right, Thumper goes there, Quill.
It's not gonna piss off every critter around, right?
Sorry, Quill. Not taking no chances after the last one. I gotta test it real quick.
Not again. Rocket!
I only flipped the switch on and off to see if it started.
Yeah, tell them that.
Gotta love that kill radius.
At least they make a good splash.
That's the spirit. I'm loving this. Good. Use that beer. Kill them all.
Ha! Oh, I messed that up a little.
I knew it.
Whoa, what the fuck are you? Oh yeah, I remember. You're some weird slug thing.
Some slugs?
Don't talk at it. Shoot it.
Very helpful, thanks.
You're welcome. Stop distracting me. Ready. Oh yeah. I'm gonna murderize the lot of you. That is not the word. Don't feel bad, buddy. They started it.
There we go.
At least they make a good splash.
It is indeed satisfying. Ha, ha. See? I knew you'd get into it. Take this! What is whom taking? You ain't getting back up from that!
How are there this many of them?
Don't let them swarm you!
Oh,
Not a chance.
it's just like stuck here. Ha! I was like, where the fuck is the last enemy?
We really need
Okay.
these things.
Testing is the most enjoyable.
Well, alright. I think that is plenty of camera gameplay. This is going to be a pretty long video, but there was a lot of options to this game.
Oh, come on. You can't just give yourself
But-
points like that.
Anyway,
Sure I can.
it's playable sometimes, as you can see, but oftentimes it does drop way under 30.
Great job.
So, if you're okay with that, playable. If you're not like me, I wouldn't probably be playing this game on my Steam Deck. I would probably get one of those more powerful Windows handhelds and at least have a 30 FPS experience, maybe 40.
How do we know the
But
monster?
let's go wrap this video on up now, shall we? Well, alright guys, that is a wrap for Guardians of the Galaxy, and it did okay. I was honestly expecting it to be a slideshow at under 20 FPS the whole time, but no matter what, I couldn't really make it look real good and still get over 30 FPS, so I chose to do what I did in Elden Ring. If the game looks like crap but can maintain 30 FPS, I'd rather it drop a little under and still look halfway decent. That's just me, it might be a little weird, but at least now I've done pretty much all the settings you can think of, besides ray tracing, as it doesn't let you do that. So you guys can make your own decision on what settings you would like the best. Or if it's like, oh no, I can't handle that at all, doesn't do 60, fuck that. You know, a lot of people are like that. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys for today. This is probably a pretty long video, but hopefully you'll enjoy it, especially those of you that are interested in how Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy works on the Steam Deck. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I sure enjoyed making it. And until the next video, peace out, guys.